All right, so I watched this on Twitter, but I'm gonna go ahead and react to it here and kind of give what I overall took away from the Tyreek Hill arrest video. Now, originally, I saw Tyreek Hill in the post game press conference. He did the celebration in the game. He made light of it in the post game press conference. He wasn't really angry or too fired up about it. So I assumed that it was, maybe a slight misunderstanding. Maybe one of the cops like didn't understand who he was, um, and thought that they should arrest him on the spot. Didn't understand the magnitude of who he was and the situation that they were in, and the fact that he was right outside of his place of work. But the video is actually 10 times worse than I expected. Judging off Tyreek's reaction being very calm, I thought that it wasn't super crazy, but this is bad. Let's watch.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
So from the beginning, it's not license and registration. It's not, your standard procedure of, do you know why I'm stopping you today? License and registration. It's just immediate, kind of like down talking. So he knocks on the window. So here, he knocks on the window here. Tyreek rolls down the window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what?
Tyreek asks him not to knock on the window.
Why do you have it on?
They have 4 troopers behind him on the motorcycles. And the guy says it's Tyreek Hill. If y'all hear that, do y'all hear this right here? One of the cops says it's Tyreek Hill. It's not the main cop that's like crashing out and acting crazy. It's the cop with the body cam. That's not the one acting erratic. He says it's Tyreek Hill. Watch. Y'all hear that? It's Tyreek Hill. So he recognizes that the stadium is right there. You see that? That's the stadium. I'm pretty sure that's the stadium right there. Tyreek's right here. Traffic jam headed to the stadium is literally right here. Tyreek says, give me my ticket, bruh, so I can go. So he's understanding what he's done wrong, taking accountability, and says, give me my ticket so I can go. I'm sure the other cops, knowing that he's Tyreek Hill and knowing that all this traffic is for the game. It seems like he's probably working detail for the game or outside of the game. You would know, okay, let's get him a ticket and get him on his way. What's the point in holding him up for speeding? But it does not end there, obviously. Give me my ticket, do what you got to do, and he begins to roll up the window.
Hey!
He knocks on the window again.
Keep your window down!
Now, Tyreek is not complying here, but I'm going to watch a little bit more.
Hey! Keep your window down!
Keep that window down.
Keep your window down, I'm gonna get you out of the...
And then the cop does not like that. Now, I've seen some people saying, which is a bit of a, it's not the law that you have to keep your window up the entire interaction. To my knowledge, I've rolled my window up before. The cop comes to the window, said, you're being pulled over for this, this, and this. License and registration. I give them license and registration. They walk back to the car, or they, walk away for a second, and I roll the window back up. Obviously, the cop is still at the window, and Tyreek rolls the window up. I don't know if it's fully up here. Is that fully up, or is that cracked? What do y'all think? Is that fully up or cracked? It may be like slightly cracked, or I don't know. If it's fully up, then yeah, he is obviously disobeying the cop here. Give him a little bit of a hard time, but I'll say probably the reasons in a second.
Keep your window down.
He says, keep your window down.
Keep it.
Tyreek rolls it back down. He complies. Roll it back down. Keep it down. He complies. It's
The window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car.
Keep the window down, or I'm gonna keep you out of the. I'm gonna pull you out of this car. Okay.
As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Keep your window down, or I'm gonna pull you out. The window's down, so why is he resorting to pulling him out? Now, to add some context to this, if you, like I said, the stadium's right here. Tyreek is obviously a well-known celebrity. I know a lot of people said, I've seen some replies that are saying, I didn't even know who this guy was until I'm like, it's like, dude, okay, obviously we know football players aren't the biggest celebrities in the world. They're not as famous as basketball players. They're not as famous as soccer players, Ronaldo, Messi, all those guys. But look at guys, he is in his element. This is like people say, like, new age celebrities aren't real celebrities. Like Twitch streamers are not real celebrities. But imagine a Twitch streamer at TwitchCon. He's in his element. He's Tyreek Hill outside of his home stadium heading to a game. This is what I imagine, because I've seen this in many celebrity pullover videos, especially something like this where the entire crowd is headed to the game. I'm sure everybody in this traffic stop, in this backed up traffic, knows who Tyreek Hill is, and he doesn't want to be seen and make this a big public scene, which is actually kind of helping out the cop, because if anybody has ever been around cops while they're having an interaction like this, they hate being filmed. And Tyreek Hill knows he's right next to the stadium. He knows he's surrounded by Dolphins fans, and he knows if his window's down, all it's going to take is one person to recognize him, and it's probably going to be an even bigger traffic jam, people jumping out, people walking past, stopping, people recording, just turn it into an even bigger debacle than it has to be. Tyreek says, give me the ticket and let me go. He's not trying to make this a big, public situation. Obviously, he's a little bit irritable. But it's funny, people are so mad at Tyreek for being irritated and emotional, but you don't hold the police officers that's given a badge, given a gun, and given all of these powers to de-escalate, is not able to de-escalate. He's just as emotional as Tyreek. You're supposed to be able to de-escalate. You're not supposed to continue to escalate if you're a public servant. Like, why are regular civilians held to a higher standard than police? Why are regular civilians, when dealing with a police officer, supposed to have situational awareness and know where you are and know not to talk back? But the cop has no situational awareness to know if he rolls down his window, if I'm getting him out of this car, it's going to cause an even bigger traffic jam. It's going to cause his teammates to pull over. It's going to cause me to have to handcuff another additional person that's going to come up later in this video. Why does the cop have no situational awareness when civilians are supposed to be held to a higher standard than people that are hired? It just doesn't. Let's just keep watching.
Give me your ass, bro. Get out of the car. Give me your ass, bro. Break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. Get out. Get out.
And then this guy.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game.
And when they say get out of the car, I'm pretty sure you could say, am I under arrest? Am I being detained? Because you can't be, I don't think you can be pulled out of the car for a routine traffic stop legally. Like, you have a right to refuse to get out of the car unless you're being detained. But this cop opens the door for him.
Get out.
Takes away his right. Like I said, I'm no law expert, but to my knowledge, you do not have to get out of the car. I've never had to get out of the car for a routine traffic stop unless I'm being detained. And they've never opened my door for me.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Grabbed him.
Get out. Yeah.
Excessive force from the beginning. Tyreek has not moved. He's
Get out. Get out.
sitting in the same spot, not resisting, and he's working his way out. He's literally, you see his leg lifted up there. He's getting out of the car. But That's not good enough for the cop. Apparently, he wants to show his, dominance.
Get out.
Grab him by the neck.
Ow. What part of that don't you understand?
And throw him on the hot Miami pavement.
Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late. Too late.
See, this is just strange, bro. Like, if you're a hired person in position, you shouldn't be this emotionally fragile to just spaz like this type. These type of people with a temperament like this should not be in these type of jobs, bro. Like, relax, bro. Like, you're more heated than Tyreek is. You slammed him on his face on the ground, and you're more emotional than him. What does that say?
All right, bro, take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We will.
Do what you got to do. The exact same thing he said in the car. Give me the ticket and let me go, which is the proper response to the crime that he did. Speeding, give him a ticket, let him go. But now it's escalated to here.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew, hey.
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop
He takes his phone and hangs it up.
crying.
Bro.
Tells him to stop crying.
Y'all,
Don't move.
good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
Just set him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, yo, bro.
And as I said, look, the exact same thing that I said, probably was in Tyreek's mind in the area that he's in, that rolling down the windows would cause a disturbance. As soon as you pull him out the car, look what's happening. Everyone is recognizing him. Everyone's in Miami gear. He knows where he is. He knows situational awareness of what's going to happen if people see me here. And yet the cop either doesn't care or doesn't know what he is, creating by showing his face to everyone passing by.
Dude,
Traffic is now stopped. You see, this car is stopped. They could have pulled all the way up here. The traffic is stopped. It looks like they're probably watching what's happening. This is his teammate here.
I wonder like he crazy.
So now traffic is stopping to watch.
Do nothing, twin. Dang.
You see this car over here.
Easy.
That car looks like it's turned the opposite way. Stopped.
Ain't do nothing, twin. Dang.
People stopping on the sidewalk.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee.
Yeah, this is actually insane, bro.
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. Bro.
This is nasty, for real.
I just had surgery on my knee, bro. bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just said you in your ears when we told you to put your window down.
Chill, bro.
What is wrong with this dude?
I just said you in your ears when we told you to put your...
Like, I wouldn't even want to be around somebody this emotionally fragile in everyday life. Like, I wouldn't even want to be friends with somebody like this. Not even, regardless of having any power. Like, dude, like if somebody just like said something you don't like and you just act like this, like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, you're a spaz. And I'm actually happy. I'm gonna say this. I'm actually happy that these are Spanish police officers. You know why? Because it shows that it's not just a black and white issue. Because actually, of course, black and white, that can be an issue. That is an issue. But the police brutality issue and police excessive force issue and the, disregard for, just following protocol and knowing that they'll not be brought to justice for anything is not just a, white police officer issue. It's a police officer issue. That's why people say when they see a cop, usually it's, a white cop, a white racist cop. They go, oh, this is just a white racist cop. He hates black. But it's a that's why when people say it's one bad apple, I say it's hard to justify that stance when the entire system behind them is what enables them to be the bad apple. If it's one bad apple, you get rid of the bad apple and the batch is still good. But if it's one bad apple and the batch covers for the bad apple and allows the bad apple to spread, and that activity of the bad apple is not punished, then how is it, simplified as just one bad apple? It's like, this is a very extreme example, obviously. That's like in the Holocaust. This is crazy. I said it's a crazy example. I'm sure there was some Nazi soldiers that were, I'm just trying to do my job. And they're taking people to the concentration camps, or they're taking people to be tortured, or taking people to be mutilated, and they're telling them, like, I'm sorry, man, I really don't want to do this. I'm just doing my job. But the system behind them is enabling evil. It don't matter if that one individual tries to act their best. It doesn't matter, because the system that they're hired under is enabling things like this. So firing one person is not going to root out the, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that. It's deeper than a racial issue. It's deeper than a, one bad apple issue. It's just like a entire thing. And if you've never been to Florida, bro, I know being conservative doesn't make you a racist, because y'all don't even know my politics. I don't side with Democrats either. So just before y'all even think that. But the stereotypical, if you thought a cop that was being, brutal to a black male, you would probably think a white redneck Trump supporter, prototypical cop. But that same prototype, hey man, I'm just gonna let y'all know, if you are a white person that goes hard for Trump and goes hard for conservatism, I'm telling you, there is a Latino in Florida that will put you to shame, bro. These Florida Latino, bro, I'm just saying, because they come from a lot of Cubans that come from communism. They do not play or even want to hear a single word out of a Democrat. They are the farthest right people you'll ever see. And I'm not saying that, that means that they would, being a conservative means that you like police brutality. This is false equivalency. I'm just saying that, the stereotypical, I'm sure everybody, when they heard the story, they thought it would be a white cop. I'm just saying that stereotype that you probably boxed in right there, it ain't quite the stereotype that you think. It can be depicted in many different races, types of person. It could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be a Spanish person, it could be another black person. Actually, funny enough, in my 27 years of life, the worst police interaction I ever had was a black police officer. He comes up to my car with his gun already drawn. For guess what? Speeding. I'm not even driving. My brother's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm about 13, 14 years old. My brother's about 23. He comes up to the car, much like this guy, very emotional. And I know a lot of black people have experienced this. It's the black person that sees another black person doing something that may be deemed as bad or looked down upon by, a white person or a person of, that they have up on a pedestal. And they're so enraged at you because they say, you're making us all look bad. And that's the energy he came to us with. You're making us all look bad. I live in this neighborhood. This is a nice neighborhood. And you're rolling through here speeding. You know what? These people are all looking at you. They're going to look at me. He's got his gun out. And my brother's going through, it's a school zone. So it's like a 20 or like 15 miles per hour. He's going probably like 30 maybe. On a weekend, we're headed to the park. I used to play football. My brother was finished with his football days, but he was going to help me train a little bit. I was a quarterback. He was a receiver. And this cop is losing his mind, gun drawn, as he approaches. Doesn't pull us out of the car or nothing. Doesn't even give us a ticket. Just wants to show us his gun, show his power, and scare us, you know, a little bit. So we don't make him look bad to his, you know, authority figures that he looks up to. Just weird, man. I'm just telling you, I just say that to say that it's not a black and white issue always. The police issue is deeper than just that.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew.
His teammate here.
Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Call Drew. Hey, call Drew. Call Drew, bro. Call Drew.
This is way more erratic than I thought it was.
Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
See, the guy that this body cam is being recorded on is actually the calmest one.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen,
man.
big man. Don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the
yo,
car.
hey, Drew, you gotta
See, he's calm.
come, man.
This is how it should be. Hey, listen, my man. Hey, don't park there.
Just get in the car.
Just get in the car. He's trying to warn him because he knows that these other guys are acting crazy right now. Look, there's a crowd. Like I said, there's another car stopped going in the opposite direction. I don't know what that car is doing. I guess.
On the side of the
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
See, he tried to be nice. He tried to kind of warn them off, but they're not really breaking the law. I guess they are breaking the law, but they're kind of being there for him, Tyreek, seeing what's happening. If you understood, you know, situational awareness, what was going on, they're his teammates. Obviously, they want to know. You would kind of be, you know, more understanding of what they're doing, which he was trying to be.
Hey, you're in the car.
Who's the driver?
But here
It's
comes
my car.
Hothead.
All right, move. All right, I'll take that. You gotta move right now. Let me have your license. You're gonna have to get too. I'm coming. Let me have your license. You're gonna have to get. Let me have your license. I'm leaving. I'm not playing. Let me have your license. Yo, what's your license right now? What's going on? Your license right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license? I'm leaving. Let me have your license. Your license right now. Sir, hey, your license right now. I'm leaving. Or I'm gonna lock you up. Your license right now. He just told me to. Your license right now. You're dealing with me now. Your license right now.
Now, I will say this because I did try to take it away from the racism issue, but I will bring it back to this. When a similar terrible situation happened with a professional athlete being arrested right outside of their place of work immediately before they were trying to get to an event, Scotty Scheffler, I believe is his name, in Louisville, Kentucky, actually where I was born. I don't think there was excessive force there, was it? I don't think he was thrown to the ground. I don't think he had a knee on his back. I don't think that there was video of the cops yelling at him in this type of fashion. Why is it that they seem to have less regard when the, you know, perpetrator is black? It's almost as if they know that they could get away with it, so they have less caution, really acting out, you know, the worst possible uses of force that they could possibly use. Let me watch it one more time.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Actually, he gave him his license here.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Oh, he gave him his, I think he gave him his license here. So there's nothing more to be said, is there? If it's a parking violation, he gives you his license. What are you still here talking to him for?
Why don't you you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why you have it up?
Give me my ticket so I can go. He already gave him his license. I didn't see that before. He already gave him his license. So, like I said, in past times, I have given my license and registration, rolled my window up, and then the cop took care of what he had to do, and then I rolled my window down. He gave it back, and I was on my way. There's no law that says you have to keep your window down the entire time, to my knowledge. The all that I've looked up, it says you need to be able to hear what the officer's saying and be able to comply. A routine traffic stop for speeding, you give your license and registrations, they run your shit and they give you a ticket. Or they be nice and they don't give you a ticket. But what is all this? What is he looking at here? What?
Hey, keep your window down.
What is he still like? What is he even? What is there more to collect here? He got the license, run the license, write the ticket.
Hey,
he's obviously not leaving. You have his license, so like, what is the?
Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me
like,
that.
What is
get out of the car. Give me that. Break that freaking window. Get out of
and then this guy says, "Well,
the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of that don't you understand?
This is weird, bro. I just can't watch. It's just weird, bro. Oh man. Is another video here?
Why is he acting up like that? You know who that is, right? Huh? You know who that is? No. One of the Dolphin star players.
Oh yeah?
He doesn't even know. This is like guys that are like when they station cops in neighborhoods that they know nothing about, and then they're just, you know, automatically making assumptions that anybody actually from that area would easily be able to know. You live in Miami. This is the #1 rated player in the NFL last year that plays in your city outside of the stadium.
Why is he acting up like that? You know who that is, right? Huh? You know who that is? No. One of the Dolphin star players.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just imagine if that wasn't Tyreek. Yeah, honestly, we would have never seen the light of day. He probably would have been taken to jail, booked, and all types of extra charges would probably be thrown on him, and there'd be nobody to fight for him. No one would ever see the body cam footage, and they could, you know, formulate whatever scenario they wanted.
I'm not gonna tell you to leave.
Dude, what is up with the...
I'm not gonna tell you to leave. I'm gonna give you one more time. You don't leave.
Oh, this is when you arrest the teammate, I believe.
If you listen to me, get in your car and leave. Listen, avoid this. Get in your car and leave. I'm giving you an order. One more time. Get in your car and leave. One more time. I'm giving you an order to get out of here. Hey, turn it down right here. I told you, leave. Nope, too late. Nope, too late. I told you. Multiple times. I'll move the car. I got you. Move the car, sir, please. Please move the car. The car has to hang out for a minute now. He's under arrest. Hey, what's the reference? Huh? What's the reference? Yeah, careless? Because you were speeding too fast?
Speeding. Now you have 2 people in handcuffs. Excessively forced to the ground for speeding. Oh man. Yeah, this is exactly right. They didn't de-escalate, they instigated. Their job is to de-escalate, to handle situations without turning them into an all-out show of force. Police aren't trained to protect you, they're trained to control you. They don't work for the people, they work for the state. And in that system, the badge is a license to dominate, not serve. Never forget that authority exists to preserve itself, not your freedom. And as long as we allow unchecked power to reign behind a uniform, this kind of abuse will continue, caught on camera or not. That's a great tweet because actually some of the responses that I see, even from black people, which is the right thing to think, they say they rationalize the police activity with, hey man, you can't talk back, man. Instead of holding them accountable and pointing out the, official that is hired to do a job, you want to find every route to, rationalize their activity of throwing him on the ground for having an attitude. Is it illegal to have an attitude? Is it illegal to be irritated while you hand them your license? Is it illegal to roll up your window while they write you a ticket for speeding? I just want to know. And when he got to compliance, the order that they gave him at the beginning, what order did they give him? You are being detained? No. Step out of the car? No. Leave your window? No. From the beginning, they don't say that. He rolls it up, then they say, leave the window down. Okay, he rolls it back down. He's leaving it down. They still pull him out. So after he complies, they still pull him out. They get him out of the car. They get him on the sidewalk. They got him handcuffed. No further threat to them. And the guy still comes and pushes his head down, if you see that part. Because this is probably the worst part of the video, right?
I just had surgery on my knee. Bro. I just had surgery.
Like, what is the point of that? You got him cuffed. It's just weird responses, bro. Can't de-escalate a suspect who refuses to comply with any order. I mean, he gave him his license and went about it like a routine stop. These cops showed restraint. What? Whew. Wow, man. Wow. Strange. Even if anyone does say Tyreek is in the wrong, how do you rationalize the excessive use of force and the teammate being arrested and just the all around scenario being continually escalated by the cops? How do you defend that? I don't understand, bro. Oh man, what a strange night. Interesting. Well, curious to know what other people think. Twitter is obviously going to be the worst common denominator, but let me know what you people think in the comments below. Appreciate you guys. I don't really do this type of video, but guys, I'm going to comment on what I want to comment on, and if you don't like it, that's too damn bad. This is not an MMA page. This is not a boxing page. This is not a music reaction page. This is not an NFL page. This is not a news page. This is not a, true crime reaction page. This is my page. And I'm going to post whatever I want. And a lot of people are like, oh, some of my audience doesn't like music. Some of my audience doesn't like boxing. Let me make a boxing channel. No, I'm putting it all on one channel. This is me. You're getting the full me on this channel. If you don't like any piece of me, you don't have to watch that type of video. And if one type of video turns you off from the other type of video, then don't let the door hit you on the way out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night. Have a good night.